the next hour are some very specific strategies that relate to your stress, but specifically strategies that are going to help you become more resilient. So our first strategy that I wanted to teach you this morning is how you can get more energy when you need it. And so whether you have had a good night's sleep or not, you have the ability to create more physical energy in real time whenever you want it. And you do that just through creating a demand for energy. If you sit on your butt all day and sit in a meeting, listening to different speakers all day, the message that you send to your body is, hey, don't make any energy, I don't need it. But if you create a demand for energy, your body will make it. So all I want you to do for me right now is take your hands above your heart and up and down. So when you bring your hands above your heart, you significantly increase your circulation. An increase in circulation creates a demand for energy. So we're raising the roof, right? We're creating some energy. Now just go forward and back. So we're moving these big muscle groups in the body, the chest, the latissimus dorsi. What do you guys think is your biggest muscle in your whole body? Heart. It's not your brain. It's your gluteus maximus. Thank you. So your butt is your biggest muscle in your body. When you sit on your butt, you cut off circulation in your butt. So I want to encourage you while you're with me here today, as well as while you're sitting here for the rest of the day, get up, move, walk around the room, stretch, do whatever it is that you need to do to keep circulation up. This will help you manage your energy better. So first activity, at your table, I want you to face all the people at your table. So turn around and face everyone at your table. Some of you have smaller tables than others. Here's what we're doing. On the count of 3, I want you to point to someone at your table. 1, 2, 3. Who has the most points? Whoever has the most points, they are your table leader. So now everyone can sit down except the table leader. But I wanted to expose you to just a little bit of stress and see how you respond. How many of you had a physical response to that? So maybe your heart rate went up a little bit, like, I don't want to stare in the eyes of this person, or maybe you got a little bit anxious about that. I saw a physical response because many of you were doing this, some people's hands were shaking, and they were, moving around. So there was a physical response there. How many of you had an emotional response, meaning you're kind of irritated that you got to do this? Right? How many of you saw when you get to stare into their eyes, you get excited? So there was somewhat of an emotional response, maybe a negative emotion, you're irritated, maybe more positive that you liked it. Maybe you felt a little bit anxious as you're staring into someone's eyes, but then you calmed down as I had you sit there in the discomfort. What about mentally? Were any of you a little bit unfocused and thinking, what is Natalie going to make us stop? What are we doing here? What's the purpose of this? Any of you become a little mentally unfocused? While others, I see lots of head shaking, while others might become more focused. The longer I made you sit there in that discomfort, you became more focused on that person. Was anyone questioning in their head, why are we doing this? Yeah. And so you were questioning the purpose. And so the point is, even in really small doses like that, stress has a multi-dimensional impact. There was a physical impact, there was an emotional impact, there was a mental impact, as well as what we call is a spiritual impact, which is around purpose and the why of what we're doing. So you guys can have us more resilient. And so when you begin to think about people who are more resilient, and you feel more resilient, physically you begin to feel more energized. Emotionally, those positive emotions start to show up. So maybe you start to feel excited. Maybe you start to feel motivated or challenged in a positive way. When we recognize the opportunity that exists within stress and we can be more resilient to it, we become more focused. And then our person that said purposeful, they might be recognizing that this stress could somehow align with my purpose, my values, or it could allow me to grow as an individual. And so these 4 energy dimensions are very separate, but they're very interconnected as well. And so we have 3 different types of stress that exist. And this first type of stress is called normal stress. It is exactly what it sounds like. This is your normal day-to-day stress. This is the email the meetings, the household responsibilities, maybe the travel schedule. This is your normal stress. Now, normal stress maintains your current resiliency capacity. Your normal stress just keeps you the same. Doesn't make you better, doesn't make you worse, unless recovery isn't present. So normal stress, and keep that in mind, normal stress will just maintain your current resiliency level. But then we have this other thing called training stress. Training stress increases your resiliency capacity organization. A lot of your normal stresses can be the same, as well as training and excessive, so lots of similarities. Did any of you identify that? One person said, oh, this is a normal stress in my life, but then the other person said, oh, that's training stress for me, or that's excessive stress for me. Did you see any of those differences? A little bit? So I'm seeing a couple heads shaking. And so depending on your perception, it can put stress in a different category for you. This is a really great activity to do, that people die from their perception that stress is bad for them. The people that viewed stress as not impacting them in a negative way, they viewed stress could be positive, those were the people that lived longest. And they lived longer than those people out there that said they didn't even have a lot of stress. And I don't know where those people are, but they exist somewhere. What they found at the Harvard University and at their medical school is they did a different kind of research. They took a lot of people into a study, and they were people who said they experienced tremendous, significant amounts of excessive stress. And what they did with them is they taught them that stress is good. That stress response that you feel when you're stressed, it's good, it's positive. That is your physical body preparing you so that you can perform better.